Yeah, and when you're doing Sabbath service, don't put no music.
Yeah, come.
Yeah, I'm doing Sabbath service. That's you. You on there. That's my door now. My doorbell.
Doorbell.
What?
Yeah, when somebody get on my page.
Oh, I show you. Oh,
Yeah, that's click.
Yeah,
That's
that on there.
That's what it is. Anytime somebody go on the page, my doorbell. That's what.
Yeah. See, I'm about to check out the desktop site.
Desktop site is real good. The mobile site cool though. There's a whole bunch of stuff on there too. You can go on there and become a member on there. So you can so I got like a app that you can go to. So you go on there and become a member on there, and you get a lot of discounts and everything on there. Just go on there. If you order from online, you get way better discounts.
Better than the discounts you be.
Well, you know, I'm a
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, you get it. If you order online, I got a lot of discounts for just specifically for online.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So the loyalty program.
Yeah, I got a loyalty program on there. You get in there, and then it get fit. You get enough points. You can get 50% So I got a point system, and you get enough points. You know, it goes. There's like $1 a point. You know what I'm saying? So whatever, how much you spend, like you spend $33 a day, you'll have 33 points. So, well, you have 63 because you get 30 for just signing on. You get 30 free points for just signing.
Yeah, we 12.
Too much. Y'all know we ended it. I know we're in numbers. Should be like around 7 or something like that. 6.
Yeah, number 6.
6 and I remember because I read it. Number 6 and 15. So we started.
We started.
did Sabbath Service last week, man, and I had the whole room smoking with that frankincense burn. Man, it's lit in here.
Frankincense too. I love frankincense. That's my favorite. I got some. I'll talk to you. Doing whole commercials in here. Okay, y'all. State your rest.
Karyala, Banya Howda, Banya Shala.
Okay, y'all. Banya Howda, Banya Shala.
Yaba Shimi Asha Brakatham.
Yahweh Shema Shabrakatah. Come.
Banya Shala.
So. All right. Amacha means to stand. Wapanya Hakwadam means to turn and face the east. And we're going to say the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
The Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanaw, Shabbat Shemayim, Kadah, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakuka, Aba'ah, Ratzah, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'aratazah, Kawah, Hayah, Bashemayim, Thunderloud, Makar, Yawam, Wasalakawa,
Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Give us of our debts. Forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
The Hakat, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahusha, Babakasha, Thunderloud, Hakat, Hakat, that's a hall. I'm about to Zari. Hakat, Lahakwari, Hamati, Hakat, Al-Rakawah, Ha-Tama-Allah, Lagasha, Ba'ashem, Yahusha, Wadaman.
The power in the English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. All manner of disease. The power to cleanse the leper. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. Cast them out. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you, so be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayyan, Ahari, Ma'ayyan, Yaba'ah, Aizari, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayam, Wa'aratazah, Yathan, Lamawat, Ragar, All Yanawam, Shamar, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamor, Yasha'al, Yahweh, Shamar, Yahweh, Tazar, Al Yai, Yam Yaramam, Hashamash, La'ayakaka, Wayarab, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamar, Makorai,
Makorai,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Athnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Tasa Athaka, Wabaaka, Ma'aita,
I will know. Psalms chapter 121 in the Hebrew, in the English. I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help coming from Yahweh.
My help comes from Yahweh,
Which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
You will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Yashar'Allah.
he that keepeth Yashar'Allah.
He that keepeth these will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Yashar'Allah.
he that keepeth
Shall
Yashar'Allah.
neither slumber nor sleep.
Neither slumber nor sleep.
Now how is thy keeper?
How is thy keeper?
Now how is thy shade upon thy right hand?
How is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand?
sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
How shall preserve thee from all
He
evil.
shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
How shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in. From this time forth,
This time forth,
and even forevermore.
even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahim,
Alahim,
all the Mayalakah,
all the mighty Lakah,
all Thakaras,
all Thakarash,
all Dashakwat,
all Thashakwa,
all
all
Kanahana,
Kayanaha,
Kayahana, Awabika,
Awagika,
Yahama Yawam,
Yahama Yawan,
Wamasha Ali,
Wamasha Al,
Wamasha,
Shanayaka,
Wamashanayaka,
Wamashanayaka,
Nasha'awa,
Nasha'awa,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
yeah, it's like I'm your car, Amaka,
Alamaka,
Yawa, Ya'awa Yawa,
Ya'ara Yamba,
Sawa,
Sawa,
Wayataya Watazawa,
Wayataya Atazawa,
Altasa Pamaka,
Ataza Pamaka,
Amawa,
Amal,
Lakawa,
Lakaba,
Wanakayayi,
Wanakayali,
Magoya,
Magali,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yashakar,
Yazakar,
Shom Yasha'ala,
Shakasha'a,
Aiba,
Awa,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Nawa Atazawa,
Nawa Atazawa,
La,
La'a,
Yakawa,
Yakawa,
all Yaka, it's like it. Al Yaka,
Al Yaka,
all Yaka, Baya,
Baya,
Ya, Yakawafwa,
Yakaratwa,
Alahaya,
Ahoya,
Ahoya, Adawam,
Adawam,
Wayashama Ali,
Wayashama Aliyah,
Mawa Abba,
Mawa Abba,
Wahagaya,
Wahagaya,
Gabal,
Kabal,
Wa'amawan,
Wa'amawan,
Wa'amalak,
Wa'amalak,
Palashah,
Palasha,
Abishab,
Abiyashabia,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gamashawar,
Gamashawar,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
Aiman,
Aiman,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Zawarai,
Zarawai,
Labaya Lawa,
Wayalawa,
Salah,
Salah,
Aishalahan,
Shalahan,
Kamadi,
Kamani,
Kasaya Sora,
Kasayasara,
Kayabi,
Kayabi,
Banakal,
Banaka,
Koyashwa,
Wayashma,
Nashamawa,
Nashamaru,
Ba'aya,
Ba'ayan,
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 Da'ara,
Da'ara,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Daman,
Daman,
La'adama,
Adama,
Sayatawa,
Sayatama,
Narayamawa,
Narayamawa,
Ka'ara,
Ka'ara,
Wakaza'aba,
Wakaza'aba,
Wakazaba,
Wakazaba,
Wakatazamana,
Wakatazamana,
Call Nashiyakawa,
Kayasiyakama,
Ashon,
Ashar,
Amawa,
Amawa,
Nayarasha,
Nayarasha,
Lanawa,
Lanawa,
Ah, Na'awa,
Na'awa,
Alahayim,
Alahayim,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Sayatawa,
Sayatama,
Kagagala,
Kagagala,
Kwash,
Sakwash,
Lapayaraka,
Lapayaraka,
Ka'ash,
Ka'ash,
Daba Ira,
Daba Ira,
Ya'ira,
Ya'ira,
Wakalahaba,
Wakalahaba,
Dalahat,
Salahat,
Hayam,
Hayam,
Khan,
Khan,
Daradama,
Daradama,
Basa Iraka,
Basa Iraka,
Wabasa Wafka,
Wabasa Wafka,
Daba Holland, Daba Holland, Mala'a, Payaham, Kuala One, Wayaba Kwashwa, Shamka,
Shukah,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Wayaba Hawa,
Wayabahawa,
Aya
Aye.
Wayakapawa.
Wayakapawa.
Waya Abawa.
Waya
Waya the Ira.
Waya the Iowa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Ata. Shaka.
Shaka.
Yahau.
Yahau.
Labaka.
Labaka.
All your war.
All your war.
I'll call her. Ratasa. What?
Made it through though. You fought through it. Select. Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
And hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
Be not still, O power.
Be not still, O
For
power.
lo,
For lo,
thine enemies make a tumult.
thy enemies make
They
tumult.
that hate thee
They hate thee.
have lifted up their head.
They lift their head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden
And
ones.
consult against thy hidden one.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
come,
let us cut them off from being a nation.
let us cut them off from being a
That
nation.
the name of Yahshua
In the name of Yahshua,
may be no more remembered.
no more remember.
But they are consulted together with one consent.
They are consulted together with one
They
consent.
are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom
The tabernacles of Edom
and the Ishmaelites
and the
and
Ishmaelites
Moab
of Moab
and the Hagarim,
and the Hagarim,
the Baal
Baal,
and Ammon
Ammon,
and Amalek,
Amalek,
Philistines,
Philistines,
inhabitants of
and the
Tyre.
inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur also is joined with them.
But sure is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of light.
They are hoping in the children of light.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites,
Unto them as to the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
as the brook of Kasam,
Brook Kasam,
was perished at Endor,
was perished at
and
Endor.
became as dung for the earth.
Became dumb for the
Make
earth.
their nobles like Orel,
Make them nobles like a
and
ring.
like Zael.
Like Zael.
Yea,
Yea.
all my princes as a bot,
And all the princes as a bot.
and as a Muna,
As a moon.
who said,
Say,
let us take ourselves the house of God in possession.
let us take ourselves to the house of God in possession.
Oh, my power,
Oh, my power.
make them like a wheel,
Make them like a wheel.
and stubble before the wind,
And stuff before the
and
wind.
fire burn the wood,
And fire burn
and
the wood.
flame set the mountains on
As
fire.
the flame set the mountains
So
on fire.
persecute them with thy tempest,
So first you with them thy
and make them
tempest.
afraid with thy storm.
Make them afraid with thy
Fill
spirit.
their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame.
that they may seek thy
That
name.
they may seek thy name.
Oh, Yahweh,
Oh, Yahweh.
let them be confounded in trouble forever.
Let them be confounded in trouble forever.
Yea,
Yea.
let them be put to shame and perish,
Let them be put to shame and buried.
that men may know
And men may know.
thou whose name alone is Yahweh,
Thou name alone is Yahweh.
are the most high over all the earth.
Are the most high of all the earth. The blessings in the Hebrew. Barak,
Barak,
Atah,
Atah,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Why Yahweh Shah,
Yahweh,
Why Maka'al,
Why
Why Elohim,
Elohim,
Matazab,
Matazab,
Alawak,
Alawak,
Yahana,
Yahana,
Ha Alawak,
Alawak,
Ha Sarayim,
Asarayim,
Ha Kwatazayim,
Agazayim,
Ha Kayayoyim,
Akayayim,
Why Ha Akwat,
Wahagwathim,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bashim,
Bashim,
Yahushua,
Yahweh.
the Wadaman.
The blessings in the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh.
And Yahweh.
And Mike.
And Mike.
The angels. Commander Yahweh.
Man, Yahweh.
The generals.
The generals.
The captain.
The captain.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh.
Thank you so be.
Thank you so big.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
All days live.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak up against us.
That speak up against us.
Our prophets and our teachers.
Our prophets and our teachers.
Our princes and their priests.
The princes and the priests.
The Israelite brothers in the school.
The Israelite brothers in the school.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel.
Shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel.
That refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches into thy sanctuary.
Force their riches into thy sanctuary.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
Punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
The Edomites.
And their nations and their drug dealers.
And their nations and their drug
The
dealers.
court system.
The court system.
The prison system.
Prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues
The
and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic
The
Church.
Pope.
The Pope.
Islam.
Islam.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Egyptology. Militia.
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinhead.
Skinhead.
Posse Comitatus.
Posse Comitatus.
Gay movement.
Gay movement.
Lesbian
Lesbian
movement.
movement.
Spies.
Spies.
Workers of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft.
NASA space program.
NASA space program.
Army.
Army.
Navy.
Navy.
Air Force.
Air Force.
Marine.
Marine.
Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
And the airwaves.
And the airwaves.
Cable access channel.
Cable access
and
channel.
the radio channel.
And the radio
Come
channel.
the spirit of any of thy people.
Defeat the spirit of any of thy people.
That seek to stop
That
us.
seek to stop us.
And bring swift destruction.
Bring swift
To
destruction.
all the heathen
Stop all the heathen
that stand in the way.
that stand in the way.
Or try to stop us
Try to stop
from
us.
broadcasting your word
Broadcasting your word.
throughout the planet Earth.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues.
Let loose all the plagues.
Cause them to go to and fro.
Cause them to go to and
Through
fro.
the earth and consume
Through
them.
the earth consume
The
them.
plagues at the house of the thief and the murderer.
Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer.
Let Yahushua,
Let Yahushua,
Michael,
Michael,
and Gabriel
Gabriel
come down with the flying
Come
saucer
down with the flying saucer.
and punish all the heathen
And punish all the heathen
that come up against us
come up against us.
as we speak thy word.
As we speak thy word.
Cause it to be known by all.
Cause it known by all.
It is the angels that have done
That
it.
is the angel that have done.
Cause it to be spread throughout the media,
Cause it spread throughout the people.
throughout the whole world.
Throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake at thy country.
Cause it to shake that up.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank Yahushua.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
So, it's turn. Your shop means to have a seat. All right, y'all, get a Lord a hand, man. All right, we had another Sabbath service ordained by the Most High. Most High says 6 days thou shalt work, and on the 7th day shall be a Sabbath of rest. All right, and that's what the Sabbath is all about. Sabbath is a rest day that we ain't got to go work for the white man. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Sabbath is all about. All right, it's resting and giving you a day off from your daily tasks that you have to do on a daily basis. All right, and so we use the Sabbath day as a day to, of course, we serve the Lord every day, but we use the Sabbath day as a day to teach the people and to give praise to the Most High. And, you know, it's just a set apart day. We do things on the Sabbath day that we don't do every other day. It's a set apart day. That's why 7 days a week, or 6 days a week, we have classes in the ISPK. But on the Sabbath day, we don't have classes. We have a service. We have something different than the classes that we teach. All right, and that's why, you know, it's just like I said, it's a different day than all the rest of the days that we have on a regular basis. All right, and we got a Memorial Day coming up on next week,
17.
December 17th. Get out of here. We got Memorial Day coming up on the 17th of this month. It'll be next Saturday. I think it's next Saturday. Yeah, and it's the Feast of Dedications. It's called the Feast of Dedications. In the Hebrew, it's called Hanukkah. So like a little system. It's called Hanukkah, and we be doing that for a week. It's a week celebration. All right, it lasts for a whole. I think it's 8 days. Yeah, it lasts for 8 days. So it'll have an opening, and then it'll have a closing. All right, well, we celebrated all, you know, the whole 8 days. We light candles every day. You know, every day we'll have a candle lit for the for Hanukkah, and that's what it's all about, man. You know, so we're gonna be celebrating that this coming up Saturday on the 17th of June. We're gonna be right here at the Nashville School at Dr. D.B. Todd Jr. Boulevard, 1811 Dr. D.B. Todd Jr. Boulevard, Nashville, Tennessee. We're gonna be right here keeping the Memorial Day. All right. If y'all and the brothers and sisters, y'all got any questions about anything? Of course, I can answer your question if you got it. You know, go ahead, bro.
Okay, Slagia. I did a class on about the Sabbath. Rocky asked me, like during the Sabbath, like we were supposed to do no service work. What he asked me was, okay, like what if we, out we partying, having a party, then a sister or a brother had like a heart attack and they gotta go in like emergency surgery. Would they be able to do that surgery right away, or do they have to wait? That's what he asked me. So I was like, I didn't want to give my own answer, but I wanted to give you clarify from the man above.
Okay. So first thing you gotta understand is what is servile work. That is the first thing you have to understand. What's servile work? Let me ask you.
Servile work is you working for somebody. Basically going to slave.
Right, working for someone or doing some kind of hunting practice.
Matthew 27, 27. No, not Matthew. Mark 2 and 27. Mark 2 and 27.
Right to the will of the Sabbath.
Right. Look at good on the Sabbath.
Oh, do good on the Sabbath.
Okay. Mark 3 and 4.
Read it. It's the book of Mark, chapter 3 and verse 4. And he said unto them, is it lawful to do good on the Sabbath days, or to do evil?
I'm gonna go up to start about that.
It's Mark chapter 3 and verse 1. And he entered it again into the synagogue.
So this is the brother's question was is it lawful to do a surgery on a brother on the Sabbath? Am I correct?
Come on.
All right, so the Pharisees, they was asking Christ the same thing because they were trying to catch Christ doing what? Trying to break the Sabbath.
Come on.
They were trying to catch Christ breaking the Sabbath so they could prove that he wasn't the Messiah. All right, and they did the exact same thing. They asked him, why are you healing people on the Sabbath? That's breaking the Sabbath. All right, for you to heal somebody on the Sabbath, that you're doing work on the Sabbath. And they mind anything that you wash your hands on the Sabbath, you're doing work. You pick up a chair. They had a brother who used to go to, they used to take brothers to this pond, right? And the pond was so-called healing people. They said an angel had stepped in the pond or something like that, but if you go to that pond, then it'll heal you. And Christ was watching these brothers going into the pond, and there was a man sitting outside the pond on a bed. All right, and they were saying, did nobody want to help the brother because they were saying what? It would be work to pick him up and take him down to this pond. That'd be work. So they didn't want to help the brother. This is what they was teaching back in those days. All right, this is what the Pharisees was teaching. But Christ understood something that the Pharisees didn't understand. He understood the spirit of the law and not just the letter of the law. All right, when they see it, they just like all the fake Israelites. They just like all the Jewish people who say, you can't, wash your behind on the Sabbath because it's work. You know what I'm saying? And doing all these other things on the Sabbath, you can't, cook or cut the microwave on or cut your lights on because it's work. Well, the Pharisees taught that same thing, and Christ taught something different. He didn't teach that you couldn't do work. He just taught that if you're doing work, then if you're doing the work of the Lord, that's not considered work. You do what I'm saying? All right, start over. Read verse 1.
Mark chapter 3 and verse 1. And he entered again into the synagogue, and there was a man there which had a withered hand.
All right.
Verse 2. And they watched him whether he would heal him on the Sabbath day, that they might accuse him.
All right, so now this man sitting around with a withered hand, right? He got the little Beetlejuice hand. So they like, okay, we want to see if he gone. What you laughing for? Why you laughing? He had a little Beetlejuice hand. He had a little hand. All right. So they asked them what, they try to see if Christ gonna heal the man, on the Sabbath, so they can accuse him of breaking the Sabbath, accuse him of working on the Sabbath. All right, keep it.
Verse 3. And he saith unto the man which had the withered hand, stand forth. Mm-hmm. Verse 4. And he said unto them, Is it lawful to do good on the Sabbath days, or to do evil, to save life, or to kill?
So now Christ asked them a question. All right, he asked them, and Christ is teaching. This is how you learn how to battle. Right? All right, Christ was excellent in battle. All right, so the whole point of battling is to. I heard Jim Hammond say this in class the other day. He said the whole point in battling is not to mock somebody or to talk, harsh to somebody. See if you can just, talk bad to them and stuff like that. That's, blazing on them. That's not how you battle. All right, you battle to get them to win the battle. How do you know if you won the battle? Go ahead, bro.
When they agree with you.
When they agree with you, get a brother here. That's how you know you won the battle. All right, when they get to see your point and understand your point, and be like, you know what, you're right. That's when you won the battle. All right, and Christ was one of those brothers that taught how to battle. And when he asked the Pharisees, is it lawful for you to? He asked them a question: Is it lawful to do good on the Sabbath day, or do you do evil? All right, this is a great question to ask. All right, so y'all think that I'm doing something bad, all right, and I'm healing somebody. Is it better to do good on the Sabbath, or is it better to do evil on the Sabbath? All right, to save life or to kill? All right, keep reading.
But they held their peace.
Why did they hold their peace? Anybody know? Go ahead, bro.
Because they didn't have an answer. They didn't know.
What they knew. Go ahead, bro.
They was doing evil.
Right. That's why. Because they was doing evil. Christ was doing good. So of course you can't knock him for doing good on the Sabbath when you doing what? Evil. When you doing evil on the Sabbath.
God.
So he just cut them. You know what I'm saying? Because they knew that they was doing stuff that they weren't supposed to be doing on the Sabbath while he's sitting there doing good. And how is you going to tell him that he wrong for doing good on the Sabbath when you've been doing evil on the Sabbath? So basically, what was he telling them that they were? What is this?
Evil.
Con.
That they were evil.
He told them that they was evil.
Oh,
go ahead.
hypocrites.
Hypocrites. How is you going to point the finger at me for helping somebody on the Sabbath when you sitting around doing evil on the Sabbath? And he would just always prove that the Pharisees and the Sadducees was hypocrites. I was in a clubhouse the other day, right? And they was trying to say that the Israelites, don't have the spirit of God, right? We don't understand the spirit of God. We don't have the spirit of God. We just wicked and evil, all right? So I gave him a rundown. I was like, okay, so what are y'all doing tomorrow? And, what are y'all going to be doing tomorrow? And y'all going to be on Clubhouse, right? Going on making rooms about how evil the Israelites are. But guess what we're going to be doing tomorrow? Clothing drives, food drives. We're going to be going visiting brothers in the penitentiary. We're going to be out on the streets, teaching the laws of God. We're going to be doing all of this stuff in real time while y'all sitting on Clubhouse talking about how evil we are. You do what I'm saying? And I said, so are y'all going to be going out doing these things? Guess what they told me? Christ wasn't a social worker. I'm talking about, man, they came up with every single excuse not to go help another brother or another sister.
Man,
you dig what I'm saying? But then they doing what? Pointing the finger at us.
Right.
Because we going to go help a brother and sister. It was the exact same thing that the Pharisees was doing to Christ and the disciples back in the day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And what I did was put a mirror in their face and showed them how hypocritical they really are. To say that we don't have the Spirit of God. How we ain't got the Spirit of God and we actually helping brothers and sisters. You do what I'm saying? While you sitting in here talking about what, how evil we are and speaking evil to us when we are actually going and helping brothers and turning brothers around and sisters around and, giving them new life. Right? And all you doing is sitting on Clubhouse talking about how bad the Israelites are. And this is something that Christ taught us how to do.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? You don't have to go and battle people with, words and how bad they are. Just put a mirror in front of them. Put a mirror in front of them, and that'll cut them worse than anything you could possibly say.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? And that's what Christ did. So to answer the brother question, yes, he should go save somebody's life on the Sabbath.
Come on.
Because, and why should he do it?
Because that's doing good.
Because he's doing good. Right. All right. So that's the answer to the brother question.
Come on.
Does somebody else have a question? That was a good question because it's the Sabbath and they go right along with the Sabbath class. With the Sabbath service. But anybody else have a question about the Sabbath or any other thing? If not, we're going to go to, where was we at?
We had Numbers 6 and 15. No, we had 6 and 15.
Number 6 and 15. Okay, let's go. Read it in Hebrew.
This is Numbers chapter 6 and verse 15 in Hebrew. Nasal, Matazawath, Salah, Kalaf, Bawalath, Balawalath, Bashaman, Rakwa, Yakwa, Ya. Warak, Yakwa, Ya. Matazawath, Mashak Yam, Bashaman, Waman Katham, Wanasa Kayaham. Verse 16. Wahakwar Wahakwar Ya Hakahan Lapanya Yahweh Wa Aisha Af Kata Afawa Kata Afwa Wa'ath Ilafwa. Verse 17. Wa'ath Ha'ayo Ya Aisha Zabak Shalom Yum La Yahweh Al Saul Hamataza Hamatazawa Wa Aisha Hakahan Af Manakathwa Wa'ath Nasakawa. Verse 18. Wagalak Hana Zayar Pafak Ahal Mawa'ai Af Ra'ash Nazarwa, Wala Kwak, Af, Sha'ira, 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 Ra'ash, Nazarwa, Wanathan, Al, Ha'ash, Ashar, Fakath, Zabak, Hashalamyun, verse 19, Walakwak, Hakahan, Af, Hazarai,
Where you started? 13?
15. Bashalah, Man, Ha'ayal, Wakalath, Matazaha, Akath, Man, Hasal, Warakwa, Warak, Yakwa, Wawarak, Wawayak, Wawak, Ra, Slacky, Wara, Waya, Waraya, Warak, Warakwayak, Matazaha, Akad, Wanathan, Al, Kapaya, Hana, Zayar, Akar, Hathagol, Tawa.
Somebody. I got mixed up with that.
Yeah, can't do me.
It's like some.
Hathagalakwa.
What is it?
19 is the one.
Third from the end.
Third from the end. Let's see. Hafal, Lakwa. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, 19.
Hathagalakwa.
19, the third one, the third to the last.
Also, Ata Ga Kawa.
Hathagalakwa.
Okay.
Af.
I think you said it right the first time. So.
No, it's okay. Make sure. Nazarwa, verse 20.
Stop it. Go through 21.
Wahan, yep. Wahan, yep. Yep. Wahan, yep.
Yeah.
Awafam. Hakahan. Hakahan. Fanwapa. Lapanya. Yahweh. Kwadash. Hawa'ah. Lakahan. Al. Kazaha. Hafanwa. Hafanawa. Hathanwapa. Wa'al. Shawak. Hathara. Wa. It's like it. Hathara wa. Hathar wa ma. Wa akar. Yashatha. Hazah, Hazah, it's like a Hanazayar, Yayan, verse 21. Za'af, Fawa, Rath, Hana, Zayar, Shar, Yadar, Kwawabawa, La Yahweh, Al, Nazarwa, Malabad, Ashar, Fashaya, Yadawa, Kapaya, Nadarwa, Ashar, Yadar, Khan, Ya Aisha, Ayla, Fawawath, it's like a Fawarath,
You said
Nazawa, Nazarwa, it's like
That's it. All right, let's read it.
this Numbers chapter 6 and verse 15 in the English. In a basket of unleavened bread, cakes of fine flour mingled with oil, and wafers of unleavened bread anointed with oil, and their meat offering and their drink offerings. Verse 16. And the priest shall bring them before the Lord, and shall offer his sin offering and his burnt offering. Verse 17. And he shall offer the ram for a sacrifice of peace offerings unto the Lord, with the basket of unleavened bread. The priest shall offer also his meat offering and his drink offering. Verse 18. And the Nazarite shall shave the head of his separation at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and shall take the hair of his head of his separation, and put it in the fire which is under the sacrifice of peace offerings.
All right, so this is talking about the Nazarite. Right? This is a vow of a Nazarite. So, do anybody know what a Nazarite is? Anybody? Go ahead, bro.
this is a brother from Nazareth.
No,
No, not.
If I'm not mistaken, the Nazarite vow is a specific set extra. I won't say extra, but it's like an extra set of laws and the brothers committed themselves holy to the Most High.
Yeah. So, go ahead, bro.
It's like you making a vow with the Most High.
All right, so like a Nazarite is okay. So you got brothers, regular brothers, then you got priests, and you got Nazarites. Nazarites, they are people who make a strict. It's like a strict oath to the Most High. It's things that a Nazarite, they follow the laws and commandments, but they go even further. You know what I'm saying? It's stuff that they do, you know, and it's for just to make a vow to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't drink. You do what I'm saying? They don't, you know, it's certain things that Nazarites don't do. That's not unlawful for anybody else to do. It's just that they just make different vows to the Most High to not do certain things. You know what I'm saying? That other brothers won't do. They take it a whole another step further. Go ahead, bro.
I have two questions. The first question is, since you said they don't drink, does the Passover force them to break the vow?
Well, the Passover during the time of this right here, when they was coming out with this right here, it wasn't a law or something that we drank during the Passover. So why do we drink during the Passover? Go ahead.
To honor Christ's sacrifice.
Yeah, because Christ did. Right, so that's why we do it. But it wasn't a law to say that we had to drink, you know, for the Passover. You know, it wasn't a law against it, and it wasn't a law for it. It was just something that, you know, it's not unlawful to drink, you know, during the Passover. Christ drunk and the disciples drunk, you know, and so we drank during the Passover. But, you know, during this time, a Nazarite wasn't, you know, they didn't have to drink, you know, during the Passover.
Second question. Can a Nazarite be a farmer because farmers, their animals die sometimes? Would that force them to break their vow?
Yeah, a Nazarite can still be a farmer, and there's ways that you can still be able to not, there's always ways to get around, breaking the law. All right, so Nazarites just was, they wouldn't do anything to break the law. Just like we all, we got the same laws as Nazarites do. Like I said, they just take their things. Yeah, they do it, take it to another degree. You do what I'm saying? But yeah, they not breaking no laws. They don't have any different laws that we have. They just don't. It's some laws that they just be like, okay, even though it's a law, it's lawful for us to do. We just ain't gonna do it. You do what I'm saying? But it's still lawful for us to do it. They ain't breaking the law by not doing it or doing it. But they just like, okay, we just not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Just to show the Lord that we taking it to a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? With our vows to Him. What we? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, on that vow, is there a certain amount of time they have to keep this, like to be like you said, like they have to take it serious? Is it a certain amount of time, or is this just like forever?
Yeah, well, any vow that you give the Lord, all right, any vow, and this goes for anybody, any vow that you give to the Most High, that's up to you and the Most High. All right, that's like, okay, Most High, I'm sure all of us said, I know I did coming into the truth. All right, I'm not smoking weed no more. That was a vow that I made to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And, no more means what? No more. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So my vow going to have to last forever because that's a vow that I made to the Most High. When we come into the priesthood and we get the oil poured on our head, we make a vow, that we're going to be able to serve the Lord forever. All right? That's your vow. Because before you get to the priest, we tell you what. I mean, you don't have to do this. You do what I'm saying? Okay. Ain't nobody making you do this. You don't have to do this at all. All right? If you choose to do this, then just know that it's forever. All right? And that's what, that's a vow that we give to the Most High. So when a brother break that vow, when the brother leave the truth, well, he breaks his vow that he gave to the Most High. Right. All right? And the Most High, how much say so? I did a whole class on vow.
I was just gonna say, I knew you did a whole class.
Yeah, it's heavy. I'm just sidebar for just a second. Well, it ain't a sidebar. I'm just going somewhere. Hold on. See if I can find this scripture. Go to Leviticus 27:2.
It's Leviticus chapter 27, verse 2. Vow by thy estimation.
Oh, go to Numbers 30. So this is the law of the vows. It's in the book of Numbers, chapter 30.
Yeah, that's it.
Verse 1 or 6. Numbers chapter 30 and verse 1. And Moses spake unto the heads of the tribes concerning the children of Israel, saying, This is the thing which the Lord hath commanded. Verse 2.
So this is a commandment, right? This is a commandment from the Most High, all right, about your vows. And you got to take your vows serious. You can't just say, well, I'm going to do this and then don't do it when it comes to the Lord. You do what I'm saying? He's not man. He's going to remember what you said and remember the vow that you gave, and he's going to hold you accountable for that vow. So, go ahead.
Verse 2. If a man vow a vow unto the Lord, and swear an oath to bind his soul with a bond, he shall not break his word, He shall do according to all that proceedeth out of his mouth.
So the Lord is telling, if you give a vow to the Most High and be like, Lord, I want you to do this for me, do this for me, do this for me, and this is what I'm going to do for you. A vow is a verbal contract. That's what a vow is. All right, it's a verbal contract that you have between you and the Most High. I'm going to do this, Lord, and I'm making an oath to you about what I'm going to do. All right, and you can't break your oath. Can't break your vow. All right, read it one more time.
Verse 2. If a man vow a vow unto the Lord, or swear an oath to bind his soul, with a bond, he shall not break his word. He shall do according to all that proceedeth out of his mouth.
All right, what does it mean when it says you binding your soul with a bond? What does it mean? Go ahead, bro.
When you make an oath to the Most High that is forever, you bound to it.
Yeah, it's like you bound to do what you said that you was gonna do. Yeah. All right, and you cannot, go off. You can't just be like, okay, well, I ain't gonna do that no more. I was just playing. You know what I'm saying? You know what they trying to hear? I was just playing. You done gave everything is real when it comes to the Most High, and you done gave this oath and bond to the Most High. You done bonded your soul to it because the Most High gonna hold you accountable for what you saying. All right, and you are an oath breaker when you break the oath. You are a vow breaker when you break the vow. All right, and the Most High gonna hold you accountable to that. All right, keep reading.
Verse 3.
No, so like you ain't gotta read verse 3. All right, so go back to number 6. So that's what it comes when it comes to a vow. You determine when what vow you say you was gonna do. You told the Lord, I'm gonna do the law of a Nazarite for and I know brothers in the school who done the law of the Nazarite. All right, so you don't have to do it for life, but you can, however long that you say that you're gonna do it to the Lord, whatever oath that you made, Lord, I'm gonna do this for 6 years, or I'm gonna do this for 3 years, or I'm gonna do it for 2 years, or what I'm saying, whatever it's 6 months, whatever it is that you say that you're gonna bond to the Lord to, then you're gonna get held accountable for what you said to the Most High. So it's totally up to you how long that you want to do it. It ain't like a certain amount of days that you have to keep a vow. All right.
So like,
go ahead.
So like the vow is basically like another contract, like the covenant. We got the covenant. It's like a contract, agreement.
Yeah, you still under the covenant on that vow too.
Come.
Yeah.
That's what I was comparing it to.
Yeah, it's just another agreement that you're making with the Lord that you will do. You go on top of what I'm already doing. I'll do this also. You dig what I'm saying?
It's verse 19. And the priest shall take the sodden shoulder of the ram, and one unleavened cake out of the basket, and one unleavened wafer, and shall put them upon the hands of the Nazarite after the hair of his separation is shaven. Verse 20. And the priest shall wave them for a wave offering before the Lord. This is holy for the priest, with the wave breast and heave shoulder. And after that, the Nazarite may drink wine. Verse 21. This is the law of the Nazarite who have vowed, and of his offerings unto the Lord for his separation. Besides that his hand shall get according to the vow which he vowed, so he must do after the law of his separation.
All right, so that's just got to do whatever it is that you told the Lord you're going to do. When you're doing the law of the Nazarite, once you start to do it, then you got to do it. You know what I'm saying? All right, go to start verse 21.
Verse 22. It's Numbers chapter 6 and verse 22 in Hebrew. Wayadabar, Yahweh, all, Mashad, La Amar, verse 23. Dabar, all, Aharan, wa all, Banyawa, La Amar, Kaha. Thabar. Thabar. Tabarakwa.
Good job.
Af. Anya. Banya. Yasha Allah. I'm a war. Laham. Verse 24. Yabarak. Yabaraka. 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 Yahweh. Wayashamarak. Verse 25. Ya'ar. Yahweh. Ya'arak. Ya'arak. Yahweh. Panyawa. Alayak. Or Alyak. Wayakanka. Wayakan. Verse 26. Yasha'a. Yahweh. Panyawa. Alyak. Wayasham. Laka. Or is it Lak? Lak. Shalawak. Shalom.
Don't start, man.
Awesome shot. Awesome, like awesome Guam.
Shalom.
They say shalom.
Shalom. Slide.
Shalom. It's a long Y. It's a warm. It's a warm. Shalom.
I'm about to get Captain Collins out. Break it down.
Verse 27. Salaki, if I could. When he broke that down, he said that the reason why that Y is in there is because when this is translated from the Assyrian, it's got their vowel points that they translated from, so that Y is automatically fitted in there.
Yeah.
But it's not supposed to be there, as they say. Verse 27. Washamwa, Af, Shamya, Banya, Yasha Allah, Wa'anya, Abarak, Abarakam, Abarakam. It's Numbers chapter 7 and verse 1 in Hebrew. Waya Haya Bayawam Kalawak Masha Lahakwayam Af Hama Shakan Wayamashak Awath. It's like Awathwa. Wayakwadash Athwa. Wa'ath Ka Kala Yawa. Still in verse 1, about the middle. Kala Yawa. Numbers chapter 7. Kala Yawa. Beginning of the second line. Yeah.
Okay. Call you up.
Oh, Yawa. Wa'af. Hamazabak.
Oh, sorry.
Wa'af. Call Yawa. Wayashama. Wayashakam. Wayakwadash. a thumb. Verse 2. Wayakwar Yabawa. Nasha Wayakwar Yabawa. Wayakwar Yabwa. Nashaya Aya.
You read we started 23, right? 22.
22
Where you at now?
in verse 2.
All right, read in the English.
Just stop.
Yes, sir. Well, go on and read the rest of it. Go on and read the rest of it.
Yasha Allah. Ra'ashwa. Oh, it's like Ra'asha. Ra'ashya. Bayath. Abathum. Hum. Nasha Aya. Nasha Aya. Nasha Aya. Aya. Nashaya Aya. Hamatath. Hum. Ha'imadium. Al. What? Hapa Quadyam. Hapa Quadyam. Hapa Quadayam. It's Numbers chapter 20, or it's like chapter 6 and verse 22 in the English. The Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 23, speak unto Aaron and to his sons, saying, on this wise ye shall bless the children of Israel, saying unto them, verse 24, the Lord bless thee and keep thee. Verse 25, the Lord make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Verse 26, the Lord lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Verse 27, and they shall put my name upon the children of Israel, and I will bless them.
Have y'all ever heard that before?
They shall put my name on the children of Israel.
Okay, so from verse 24, 25, and 26, y'all ever heard that before?
The Lord bless thee and keep thee. The Lord make his face shine upon thee. Be gracious unto thee. The Lord lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. And they shall put my name upon the children of Israel, and I will bless them. They shall put my name.
Is it talking about us? So like, is it talking about us having the reputation of the Most High, like representing Him when He put His name on us?
Yeah, but have y'all ever heard this before?
Oh,
Go ahead.
they say this in the church at the end of the prayers and service and stuff when they
Nah,
what you talking about?
hell
they do.
I'm saying, I ain't say they don't, but I'm saying that ain't what I'm talking about.
You talking about like in another scripture?
I'll put explain it to you if nobody else
That's as far as putting his name on the children of Israel. Is that talking about when
y'all thinking way too hard. All right, just so y'all know. All right. So we talking about what? We talking about everything we do in Israelite School University Practical Knowledge is Bible based. It's based on our culture. It's based on the scriptures. It's based on what Israelites do. All right. When you make a vow, we're talking about different vows, right? And oaths. When you make a vow and an oath to the Most High, in the school, you get oil put on your head, right? Mm-hmm. And then there's words that are spoken before you get the oil put on your head.
Oh God.
All right. Those words that are spoken are verse 24, 25, and 26. All right. If y'all have never heard it in the English, those are the exact same words. Hold on, let me find it for you real quick. Those are the exact same words that we say when everybody's getting raised up. When a sister get her name in Hebrew, we say these words. When a brother get his name in Hebrew, we say these words. When a brother getting raised up in rank, we say these words. Hold on. Excuse me. ahead, sister.
Okay, so when a brother's getting raised up, is verse 23, 24, 25.
But when you getting raised up, when you get, well, the sister get her Hebrew name in verse 24, 22, 26, 25,
It's 24.
25, 26.
Okay.
Hold up, let me see. Let me find it for you real quick. See if I can find it. I might can. So I'm looking for the wrong thing. So this is the anointing prayer. That's what it is. All right. Was everybody sick today?
I'm not sick.
What's that smoke? That's a smoke.
Sounds like everybody's sick. We need to do the anointing prayer. We need to do an anointing prayer up in here. Huh?
Oh, God.
Hold on. I got it. Okay. All right. So the anointed prayer. All right. I'm gonna say what we just read in the Hebrew. All right. Yabaraka Yahweh, Washamaka, Ya'al Yahweh, Hanyawa, Al Yaka, Wayakanka, Yashaw, Yahweh, Hanyawa, Al Yaka. Wayashamalka, Shalom, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak, Rapah, Magan, Hagan. Then you say your name. Naquam, Naquam, Naquam. You say it 3 times.
Right.
This is when you're getting raised up or you're getting your Hebrew name. All right? Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, the water Aman. So now I'm gonna say it in the English. What everything I just said in the English. Yahweh, bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh, make his face shine upon thee, and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh, lift up his countenance upon thee, and give thee peace. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless, heal, shield, protect. That's what we say when you're getting raised up. All right? That comes from what? Numbers chapter 6, verse 25. Verse 24, 25, 26. Go ahead, sister.
That last part that you said is not. Did you just change the words or something?
What you mean?
Like, okay, say the last part that you just said when you were in English.
The last part, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless, heal, shield, and protect. That's what I said.
Yeah,
That's not in there. That's not in there.
Oh, okay.
That part's not in there. All right. That's just something that we added to for another blessing. It's basically that in a nutshell.
Okay.
It's what we just read in a nutshell. We just put it all in one verse, one line. But yeah, he said, and they shall put my name upon the children of Israel, and I will bless them. That's what it says in verse 27. All right, so that's what we read. We read that out of the scripture. All that came from the scriptures. If y'all ever thought that we just made that up, it came from the scriptures. All right, you're making a vow. That's why that's why we stress that what we're doing, you're making a vow when you do it. Right. When you take upon you come in here and you come upon the brotherhood and the sisterhood and the ISPK, you are making a vow. You could stay a student. You don't have to become a sister in the school. You dig what I'm saying? You don't have to become an officer, a trooper in the school. You can be a student in here and be cool. All right? You don't have to, but once you become a trooper, then you're making a vow. Once you become a sister in the school, you're making a vow to stay in the school and to, give your life over to doing the work of the Lord. All right, that's something that is different than just being a student. You know what I'm saying? I know brothers that's been students for a long time. That's cool with it. You know what I'm saying? I know sisters who've been students for a long time. That's cool. But if you actually want to make a vow to the Most High and become active, an active participator in the body of Christ, then yeah, you making a vow to do that. All right, and the Most High is going to hold you accountable to that vow that you're making. So don't take it lightly that you're a sister in the school. Don't take it lightly that you're a brother in the school, because you gave a vow to the Most High to do that. So if you ever just be like, you know what, man, forget the school, I ain't studying it. Well, you're not saying forget the school. You're saying forget what? My vow to the Most High. That's what you're saying. And that's, you know, that's where it gets trickier for you. Then you might think that you know, what they be saying when they leave the school?
They survive.
A cult survivor. You might think you might think that you're a cult survivor, but in reality, you are an oath breaker. That's what you are to the Most High. All right, and that's how the Lord gonna look at it. The Lord is not gonna look at you as a cult survivor. He's gonna look at you as an oath breaker, and you know there's consequences to being an oath breaker. All right, so you know it is what it is. Go to verse 20. I mean verse 1.
Numbers chapter 7 and verse 1. And it came to pass on that day that Moses had fully set up the tabernacle and had anointed it and sanctified it and all the instruments thereof, both the altar and all the vessels thereof, and had anointed them and sanctified them.
So he cleansed all of the tabernacle and all the instruments that was in the tabernacle, the altar, all the vessels, the plates, you know, everything, the censers, everything that he had inside of it, they were all anointed. I mean, and sanctified. And that's how. And it's important, y'all. This is important to listen to this part right here, because this is how you see how Moses looked at the tabernacle in the sanctuary, that he took care of it and anointed it, and he didn't just treat it like it was, you know, the club or, you know, his house or something. He anointed and kept he sanctified everything, and you know, kept everything clean, all the instruments and everything, you know, and he treated it like it was the Lord's house. He didn't just, you know, it wasn't just you walk in there and there's trash everywhere, and you know what I'm saying, and all of this, it was clean, and he treated it like it was the Lord's house. And he sanctified the tabernacle. Sanctified means to what? What do you do? You don't know? Just say you don't know. Go ahead, sister.
You pointing at me?
You raised your hand, right?
Oh yeah, it looked like you was looking somewhere else. Clean, keep everything clean.
Sanctified means to cleanse. All right? He cleansed everything and anointed everything. He anointed everything and made sure that it was clean and it was holy unto the Most High. All right? And that's how we have to look at the Lord's sanctuary. All right? This room that we in right here, this is the Lord's sanctuary. This is our little sanctuary that we have in Nashville, Tennessee, that the Lord chose for us to serve him in. The Lord chose us to, you know, keep classes right here. This is the Lord's sanctuary. And we have to keep this room right here and spick and span and top condition, like Christ finna walk through the door and sit down in one of these chairs. Or he finna walk through the door and come teach the class. That's how we gotta keep it. Keep reading.
Verse 2. That the princes of Israel, heads of the house of their fathers, who were the princes of the tribes, and were over them that were numbered, offered.
All right, so this is we'll be getting back into verse 7. Next episode. Did anybody have a question? Y'all having a question? I know the brother had one. I think did you hear the question online? The Rocky. You didn't. I think the brother, you had a question that you asked. Yeah, I gave the answer online, but I don't know if you heard it. Yeah, we can go back over it.
Like, you know that question you asked.
That's how I just get the answer.
Okay, so yeah, it's in the scriptures. It's in Mark 3. Mark chapter 3, verse 4. We started at verse 1, though. We just gonna start at verse 1.
This is Mark chapter 3 and verse 1. And he entered
Make sure
into
the brothers and sisters.
And he entered into the synagogue, and there was a man there which had a withered hand. Verse 2. And they watched him whether he would heal.
What was your question one more time?
About he's working on the Sabbath, meaning like if you are a doctor and your mother gets ill, can you not prepare for her? That's your work to heal people. Can you not work? Can you not heal her?
Oh.
So if you're a soldier, your job is to protect the gates of Israel, and that's working. Can you not work? Are you still supposed to watch? To do your job, to do your post orders? If you are watching the gate, to watch out for the enemy. So I was asking my question, what about those type of jobs? I compared to back then, and I compared to today's time, like some jobs don't close, like the hospital don't close.
Right.
So if you are a nurse and someone is ill, can you not go work to heal that particular person?
Absolutely. Okay. So the question is the exact same question that they was Christ went across in the scripture that we're going to read. All right. They was asking Christ. They was trying to catch Christ breaking the Sabbath. All right. So in their mind, any work that's done on the Sabbath was punishable, or had consequences to it because you was breaking the Sabbath. In their mind. All right. But Christ was letting them know that. All right. Well, I'll let Christ speak. Christ was letting them know that work. It depends on what kind of work that you're doing on the Sabbath. Right? And he was also showing them how hypocritical they are for even asking him a question like that. All right. So let's get into it. We'll start on verse 1.
Verse 1. And he entered again into the synagogue, and there was a man there which had a withered hand. Verse 2. And they watched him whether he would heal him on the Sabbath day, that they might accuse him. Verse 3.
So now they asking him, is it right for you to heal this man? They was watching to see if Christ was going to heal him on the Sabbath day. They been know that they've been seeing him heal every other day. So they want to see if he's going to be actually working on the Sabbath day. All right? Let's go.
Verse 3. And he said unto the man which had the withered hand, stand forth. Verse 4. And he saith unto them, is it lawful to do good on the Sabbath days?
So he asked these Pharisees the question that you asked. All right? He asked them, is it lawful to do good on the Sabbath day? So he didn't actually tell them what kind of work he was doing. He was just letting them know whether I'm doing good on the Sabbath day or if I'm doing bad on the Sabbath day. So he asked them, is it lawful to do good on the Sabbath day or to do bad on the Sabbath day? All right, keep reading.
Or to do evil, to save life, or to kill.
To save life or to kill. Is it lawful to do these things? The exact same thing you just asked. All right. Is it lawful to do these things on the Sabbath day? All right. Because what's the reason why he asking them, is it right to do good or to do evil on the Sabbath day? What's the reason why he asked them? You said the brother guy.
Like I said, some jobs require you. Like some jobs don't close. If you're a nurse or you're a doctor, or if you're a soldier, you got to defend the gate. You got to defend the nation when the enemy comes. You can't say, "Nah, I can't."
But why is he asking them, the Pharisees?
They're doing the same thing.
What was they doing?
They was still working on the Sabbath or trying to justify
You
what
missed
they
it.
need.
You missing what I'm asking. All right. So what was the question that he asked them?
Question that Christ asked.
Yep.
He said, "Is it lawful to do good on the Sabbath day or to do evil?"
All right. So he was asking. He didn't ask them about work. He asked them, was it lawful to do what? Good or evil on the Sabbath day? Why did he ask them was it lawful to do good or evil on the Sabbath day?
Could it be because therefore at this point it's not considered work?
You still thinking work. Listen to the question I'm asking. Why did he ask them, is it lawful to do good or evil on the Sabbath day? He didn't ask them nothing about work. He asked them to do, is it lawful to do good or
It's not in
evil?
the law.
Huh?
It's not in the law.
What was your consensus?
Because it's not work.
I know y'all know. Y'all just heard the breakdown I gave her. Go ahead, sister. Go on.
Because they were doing evil.
Because they was doing evil. So he's asking them, is it lawful to do good or to do evil on the Sabbath day? All right? Because Christ is doing good, right? But the Pharisees do evil on the Sabbath day. So they got some kind of audacity to ask him, why is he doing good? Healing somebody is doing what? That's doing good. Why are you asking me, why am I doing good on the Sabbath day? You dig what I'm saying? He's asking them, okay, so why would you even ask me that? If I'm healing somebody, and okay, so, and there's another scripture where Christ broke it down also. He said, if you had a ox that fell off into a ditch, would you lead the ox in the ditch because it's the Sabbath day? He said, which one of you would leave your ox in that ditch till tomorrow? Because it's the Sabbath day.
So, another scripture in the Old Testament, I can't remember what it was, but it basically says that if your brother is in need of you, would you hide yourself from him?
Yeah, but the reason why Christ is asking him this, because that scripture right there, but it applied to the Sabbath day. All right. So am I supposed to? Do I do the law? If the law is you're supposed to help your brother get it out of the ditch, right? So am I supposed to not help my brother get out of the ditch because it's the Sabbath day? Right. I'm still supposed to help my brother get out of the ditch. Why am I supposed to help my brother get it out of the ditch? It's right here in front of you. Go ahead, brother.
You're doing good.
Because you're doing good. Get a brother hand. This is what it boils down to. It boils down to, am I doing right on the Sabbath day or am I doing wrong on the Sabbath day? You do what I'm saying? If I go get gas, right, to go drive to camp on the Sabbath day, am I wrong for going to get gas?
I didn't know getting gas is kind of serve our work.
Well, you know how people, you know how these fake Israelites do. It's bad and seven. You know what I'm saying? Am I not supposed to get gas to go to camp? And why is it cool that I go get gas?
Well, if you got to go out somewhere, you're doing good.
Because I'm going to do good. All right. Am I supposed to not cook me no food? You do what I'm saying? Am I supposed to not make me a sandwich? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do good. And this is what Christ was pointing. He put a mirror in the front of the Pharisees to show them, I'm doing good. And you got a problem with me going to do good on the Sabbath while you doing evil
Right.
on the Sabbath. If you even look at this scripture right here, what's the evil that they doing on the Sabbath right now? Go ahead, bro.
Questioning Christ.
Questioning him why he doing good. That's evil to you to even ask me why I'm doing good. Why am I healing this man on the Sabbath? So, the question that you asked, yes, you can go do good on the Sabbath. At any time. No matter what, if somebody is, fell out on the street, am I not supposed to go help pick them up because it's the Sabbath? You know what I'm saying? So if you're doing good, you healing somebody on the Sabbath, yes, you go do that. You go do that on the Sabbath. You doing your job on the Sabbath, it is what it is.
Right.
As long as you ain't doing evil on the Sabbath. What would be evil on the Sabbath? Go ahead.
Going to work.
Yep, definitely going to work. What else would be evil on the Sabbath? Go ahead.
Just doing anything that an heathen would do, smoking, eating pork.
In other words, what?
Sin.
Yeah.
Breaking the law.
Yeah.
Yeah, sin. That's evil on the Sabbath. As long as you ain't doing that on the Sabbath and working, because working is the stipulation that he said.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then, you know, we in here. So when I say working too, I want y'all to understand something too. We in here. So we not in our kingdom. So if we have to work, and what I mean have to work is we have no other choice. All right. We either work or we're gonna lose our job. All right. Then you should go to work. What shouldn't you do though? Go ahead, sister.
If you got the willpower to be off, then you take off. You
Right.
don't volunteer yourself.
You give us a hand. That would be what? Stay in the class. That would be what?
Breaking the law.
Stay in the class.
Stay in the class.
That would be what?
Evil.
Evil. Get us a hand. That would be evil if you're volunteering yourself to go work. All right. If you scheduled to work on the Sabbath and you know your boss is not gonna let you out, then you go work. All right. But if you asking your boss for overtime on the Sabbath, that's you doing it.
Right.
That's you doing evil. All right. Go ahead, bro.
So when you mention asking for overtime, is that considered evil if you actually need the money to pay for this necessity? I say, for example,
Yes, because you don't have to work on the Sabbath at all. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do any service work on the Sabbath. So if you're volunteering yourself for some, reason on,
you don't have the rent money.
That one day, you know what I'm saying, is, that's the day that the Lord, go work tomorrow. If you got the weekend off and you need a day to work on, what day should you pick? Sunday. That's the day you should pick to do your overtime. Commander General Hunter teaches us, he said this all the time, do everything in your power to do the law. You do what I'm saying? If the law say don't work on Saturday, on Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, don't work. Because the Lord said what? 6 days thou shalt work.
Right.
But on the 7th day shall be a day of rest. So if you need a day off, what day should your day be? Go ahead, sister.
Okay.
So if you need answer the question. If you need a day off,
It should be Saturday.
it should be a day outside of Saturday.
Right.
You got 6 other days that you can work on. It don't have to be Saturday. Go ahead, sister.
Okay, so if it don't have to be, you said from Sunday. Am I breaking the law when I'm at work? Because I go to work in the morning on a Friday. But I make sure I have the Saturday off. Am I breaking the law because I'm still at work at sundown?
Sundown. Okay, so technically, yeah, you are. Technically, you are. But if you get off work, you get off work at like doing the because sundowns change. So like say for instance, you get out, if you're working in April, and you get out work at what 6 o'clock. Say for instance, you get off at 6 o'clock. Well, at 6 o'clock in April, the sun's still up. It's not sundown till like 7 or something. You know what I'm saying? So according to Esau's calendar, you know what I'm saying? That's what makes it, kind of tricky. But really all you got to do is, we doing sundown to sundown. All right. So if, if it ain't sundown, so basically what it is, if I'm working from January to, not January, from March to, what fall start?
Fall starts in
October, then I wouldn't be breaking the law while you're at work. But if you're working from, October to February, then you would be breaking the law. You think what I'm saying? It's so
Okay, so how do we not break the law when, like, because you say 6 days, so I'm working 6 days. I'm working 6 days, but I got 1 day off.
right.
But it's like I'm in between 2 days, and it's like, Fridays and Saturdays, you either gotta pick one. If they don't usually let you have Fridays and
Right.
Saturday off.
Right. Just try. Okay, so just take the sets. You'll have the majority of the day you will have will be on what, a Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just keep doing what you're doing. You're too wild doing it like that. Just keep doing what you're doing because there's nothing you can do about it. You do what I'm saying? Go ahead, sister.
So I can, sir, and from my understanding, so it Friday morning, it don't count. It's when you start going into Friday nights.
It's sundown.
That's-
This is when it counts. It's sundown to sundown. So from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, that is the Sabbath.
Right. So you can work Saturday after sundown.
Yeah, you can go to work Saturday after sundown. Yeah, it's from there. It's a 24-hour period. It's
And you
sundown to sundown.
So in the wintertime, you need to be off by 4 something on Fridays.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Super. It's logic.
You basically want to do it's just you want to keep track of the sundown. That's when it is. It's sundown, and then like I said, in the spring and in the summer, it's longer. You do what I'm saying? But that's only because of the Esau's Gregorian calendar. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's different. But basically, if you just follow the sundowns, you took. So technically, yeah, you're breaking the law. But continue to do what you're doing. If you have a way to change it, then just do it how you do it. Because tonight at sundown, Sabbath is over. You do what I'm saying? Sabbath will be over, and you can go to work. I remember I used to work like that. I had a job where I didn't work on a Sabbath, but was it like that? No. But I try to go in. I always tell people to go in and ask and tell your manager, like if you get a new job or something like that, I always let them know, man, I need this day off. You do what I'm saying? I need this day off. I can't work this day. Or if you might want to have, if you can tell them that, I'm working from 6 in the morning to from 8 in the morning to 6 in the evening or something like that. Well, I need to get off work early on Friday. You do what I'm saying? I need to get off an hour early on Friday, so I can I can keep this out. It's all it's verb, and most of the time I'm telling you, man, they'll do it if you tell them. Because I see Muslims do it all the time. I see Christians do it. I see, all other, so-called religions, they do it. People practice Judaism, they do it. So only reason we don't do it is because we think that we don't have a right to do it. We think that, whatever the white man say, then that's what it is with us. But the white man actually respects you more when you can tell him, look, man, I can't work these days. There's certain days, because you're showing the man that you got some integrity. I can't work on this day, and this day, because of my religious beliefs. And they have to honor that. They can't not hire you because of that, or they can't fire you because of that. You do what I'm saying? So it's just all based on us just going to them and letting them know that this is the things that I can do and this is the things that I can't do. If you need me for 6 days, well, the Lord said I can work for 6 days. But that one day, I can't work. You know what I'm saying? Friday, sundown, to Saturday, sundown, I can't work on that, during that time. So if we can adjust my schedule around that one day, then that's cool. And that's just something we don't go to the people and ask them because like I said, we just figure it out. We just do whatever the hell they tell us to do. So try to do it. I tell you, it works for me every time. I ain't never not got a job because of the Sabbath. Ever. Because I told them I can't work on these days. And I also tell them about high holy days also. You do what I'm saying? Hey man, it's gonna be days during the year that I don't work on. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be, this day right here, I'm not gonna be here. If they right here, I'm not gonna be here. You know, I'll let them know. On high holidays, I'm not working on high holidays. So, you know, it's just, you just gotta let them know. The high holidays are Sabbath also. So, all right. But, did they answer your question, bro?
Come.
Okay. Did y'all have any more questions? Somebody else have a question? If not, I'm out. Mr. Stand. Up on y'all, up and down means to turn and face the east. We're gonna say the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abinau.
Abinau.
Shema Shemayim.
Shema Shemayim.
Badab.
Ayah.
Ayah. Shakah. Yahweh. Malakokah. Aba'ah. Batazah. Ayah. Aisha. Ratazah. Kawah. Ayah. Mashamayim. Dananau. Makal. Kawam.
All right, the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, out in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us of our debts, as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, ever. So be it. Stop. It's a turn. Men of Israel, we're going to get one courtesy salute. Amam Shabbat. Amach. Barak. Yahweh Shema Shabbat. Saw means the turn. We're going to face the sisters and get the sisters one courtesy salute. Amam Shabbat. Amach. Barak. Yahweh Shema Shabbat. Yahweh Saw. Dismiss.